Hello and welcome to Campaigns of the Plains. I guess I'm not your DM today, and I'm not lying because I am in fact, I think it's called the Honey Manager or something. HM. I we're playing Honey Heist.
Woo!
So that's happening. But before we get started, announcements. I don't know. Follow us on social medias if you want.
You should do that.
You should, because we're pretty cool. And someday we'll post something on TikTok. Someday.
Someday. Eventually.
But
It's on my to-do list.
But until that day happens, we got stuff on Instagram and on the Elon Musking Twitter, or whatever we're calling it now.
Is it Musker?
Musky. It
Yep.
stinks now, I guess. And let's see, we have a Facebook page, I think. Yeah, one of those. And, Travis can tell you about our podcast.
Oh, yeah, betcha. We post our podcast, or each episode in a podcast form, every Wednesday, and it's on just about everywhere you can find a podcast, especially Apple, Google, and Spotify. We see you, all our fans that are listening, and thank you for helping us break to 800 podcast listens or downloads. So
Nice.
that is pretty great. We're moving on up in the world. So, keep it up. Every Wednesday we have new stuff, as I said, and pretty soon we're going to be back to our regular aired episodes. We've all been multiple cast members have had different things happening lately, so we're just kind of making sure that you have some content, and that's why we're bringing you these one-shots that are super awesome, and you should totally listen to all of them. Listen, obey. And that is all I have for my announcements.
Cool. I don't have anything else. We have a YouTube. I also forgot about the YouTube. That's our whole thing.
Our
That's
primary,
our primary
mode
thing.
of content.
Guys, watch us on YouTube. If we get partner by the end of the year, Christian's dyeing his hair red and his beard, and we all want to see that. So
I'll hold them down and do it.
we'll have a full day.
I'm the one who offered this up.
Right. Yeah.
We'll record it and put it on the internet. It'll be great.
Technically, I'm his older brother too.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly older than
By law.
by law.
By
and
law.
by a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just me and the Sturzingers today. I feel left out.
Oh, it's okay. You can be an honorary Sturzinger tonight.
Sweet.
We grant this honor upon thee.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And we do descend from a royal line, so that makes you Princess Alicia tonight.
Perfect.
Sure.
I always wanted to be a princess. What little girl doesn't?
Right.
Sure. I mean, whatever. I watched that princess movie with the girl who couldn't drive her car correctly, and the lady from Sound of Music was in there. It was a good movie.
Talking about Princess Diaries, if you've never seen it.
I am, and the second one, Royal Engagement, is also good. I don't care what the critics say. And there's guys. Hey, this is not a sponsorship, but there's going to be a third one, and I'm excited.
Obviously non-spawn for a movie that came out over a decade
No,
ago.
but there's going to be a third one. They're filming a third one. Yes.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Julie Andrews is still alive. They probably should.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't put that out in the world. If she goes, I'm gonna die of sadness. And then I'm gonna make Josh binge watch Mary Poppins and Sound of Music back to back for like a week, and he'll hate everyone.
He's gonna hate it, yeah. Just make him watch Rent instead.
Oh
He'll
God,
hate that too.
no, he won't watch Rent. I can get him to watch a lot of movies, but not that one.
You could watch Rent together and play Monopoly.
Oh yes, it sounds like a perfect day for him.
Oh.
What is going on here? Well,
You'll
anyway,
be
we
seeing
can
my
derail.
obituary in the newspaper shortly.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyway, let's
5
get this
minutes in,
ball
the
started.
spoilers.
Are you ready? I'm
Yeah.
ready. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Honey Heist!
Woo!
So, a few things to start off with. One, these bears are going on a heist. Thus the hats, so they can blend in with humanity. And two, you already guessed it, they're goddamn bears. So, we start. Kind of a flashback, if you will. Me, I get to do flashbacks too. A side note, part of this game is that our bears get to do flashbacks to plan for their heist. This is my flashback. This is my heist planning. Okay. So, you guys all heard about a bear who was looking for some heisters to help him steal an artifact. A rare, magical honey artifact. You don't know any more details than that at present. But he's promising a pretty hefty reward for this heist. So you took some interest, and you decided to meet up with him at a bar just on the outside of town, where maybe a few bears walk in and nobody notices. So, as you all enter this bar, you see him in the corner. He's wearing a little flat bill cap, a little tartan sash. He's an Irish bear. Leave him alone. And as you enter, and go in to sit by him one by one, I'll have you guys describe your characters, starting with Christian.
Oh, okay.
He's the least prepared.
I am, in fact.
Yeah, but I thought
wrote
last
this
time we
character.
started with Travis, and Travis pulled out like award-winning,
Yeah.
the BAFTA style award performance of his character. So I thought maybe we go last with him so that everyone else doesn't feel so overshadowed. I'm expecting Oscar-worthy performance from you, Travis.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, shit, I literally just rolled for this. So okay.
Shit, I don't know. I'm a bear.
Yeah, well, so I guess actually, not technically a bear.
Oh.
I am indeed a honey badger. So
Honorary bear.
yeah, it's a pretty close.
Small angry bear.
I'm small, cute as hell, but I'll fuck your shit up. I am retired from the business, but such a big score, it couldn't be passed up. I had to come out of retirement. And I'm a driver, so we gotta get away.
Got to get away.
Well,
Yeah, I came out of retirement
To drive.
so I could put on the old driving gloves again, fingerless.
Obviously.
You
What's your name?
know, Honey McBadgerson.
Honey Mick Badgerson.
On the spot, I literally thought of it while saying it.
So your mama named you after what you were.
Yep.
All right.
It's a thing, we're all kind of named like that.
Yeah. It's like when people name their son's Guy and their daughter's Lady.
That seems mean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. to all of the parents that I just offended with that statement.
Ah, well, you
I'm
know.
sure there aren't a lot of people that name their kid Guy.
No, not anymore. I think it's an older name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, one of them became a TV star, so there's that.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
With the spiky hair. Are you talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Ferrari. Okay.
His name
Anyway,
is Guy.
honey, you get in there. You sit down. Next, Matt, tell us about your character.
Okay, so in Wobbles, an older sun bear. So skinny, dark black, almost brown fur with like a light white/gold ring around his chest. He's got an older, not like brightly colored hat, probably like an old duster hat, flat billed. Definitely worn. He has probably like some gray around his face, and he kind of like wobbles in, not like with a walker, but definitely like a little slower. But for his age, he definitely looks pretty swole, as he is the muscle. And I sit down very carefully and introduce myself as Harold Honeystein.
Harold Honeystein. All right, Harold. Next, Travis. Where's that award-winning performance?
Yeah. So,
Oh my gosh.
in through the door walks a panda. He is wearing a black flat cap with a white leather jacket with black racing stripes down the sleeves.
Oh my god.
And he kind of just like wide-eyed and like innocent walks through. He is clearly a young bear, and like he is just smiling like ear to ear, and just like as he walks in, he almost runs into one of the barmaids carrying drinks, and he's like, "Whoa, watch out, Brosif."
And what the barmaid hears is blah, 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 blah.
Wait. Can bears not actually talk?
My understanding is we can communicate to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
And,
You're
he-
not a talking bear, but you can sort of mangle human speech. So like,
Right,
you
right.
could get yeses and nos out.
Right. And he shoots her just this wide, like, bright-eyed look. And actually, I'd like to, try to be distractingly adorable.
Oh. You look at her with these big, really oddly round anime eyes, and they sparkle in the candlelight, and she just melts. Her eyes start watering, and she starts weeping, and she squishes your cheeks between her fingers, and she's like, "Whatever you need, dear. It's on the house."
And I just pick up one of the drinks she's carrying and carried it over to the table.
Perfect. What's your name, Panda?
Oh, hey guys, Tanner Trevorrow reporting for duty.
Tanner Trevorrow?
Tanner Trevorrow.
Okay. All these alliterations. Christian, where did you missed out on the memo
Oh, I
with the
didn't-
alliteration?
I didn't realize my name was an alliteration until.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Okay, until I drop my pen. Wait, technical difficulties. Okay. All right. So you guys are all sitting at this this table in this dark, kind of seedy bar, honestly. And the waitress that Tanner just like mesmerized with his cuteness walks up, and she's like, "What are you guys having?"
Honey?
Ah.
You got some honey?
Explain to me, honey. And
Oh, I think we have a honey right here.
Again, She hears.
Yeah, she can't understand.
It's more like a high pitch, like.
The bear that you're sitting with, he holds his paw out and he looks up at her, and in perfect common that you understand but you can't speak for some reason, he'll say, "Can we just get some honey meads?"
Ah, yes. I like mead. Honey and honey products. That's my
And
jam.
the waitress nods her head and she walks away to go get you your honey mead. And while she's gone, the bear in front of you goes, "Oh, hey guys. I'm guessing you're answering my request. Need of a burglin?" He looks really uncomfortable when he says it.
I heard we're stealing a honey object.
Yeah, it's a magical honey pot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Is it a never-ending honey pot?
I don't really know. I just know that it's magic. And I want it. So, I want you to get it for me.
What's in it for us?
Oh, well. And he slides each of you a little honey barrel-shaped shot glass with some honey in it. This is just a sample. But, this is the ultra-rare snowdropped honey made by imported bees. And you guys...
Oh, wow.
And you guys have heard of this honey. This honey is so rare, only the big bear, Don Bear of the Forest, has ever had any.
I've heard legends of this honey. It smells as good as it tastes, I can only imagine. As my nose just uncontrollably just sniffing at the air.
No, I'll give you guys each a barrel if you bring me the magic honey pot. Are you in?
Oh yeah. This is the kind of score I come out of retirement for. Let's go.
Let me think. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, introductions are in order. I know your names because you've already told me, but my name's Clifton.
Fuck yes.
That's an old person's name.
Oh, well, I don't know numbers, so I don't know how old I am, but I'm old enough.
Oh, well, you know
What?
You know,
to get in trouble.
to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen. Don't tell anybody that you got this job from me. Okay?
Where can we find it?
Okay. Oh, this is important. You need to know this. Okay.
Yeah, usually.
Tomorrow is the first annual Snowdrop Festival in Underfelix. And this magical honey pot's going to be the reward to the best honey mead champion challenge around. There's a contest. Everyone's making mead. Everyone's going to be real drunk at this festival. But I want the prize, and I don't know how to make mead. So I thought, let's just steal it.
That seems like a perfectly reasonable conclusion. Yeah, I support this.
So I need you guys to steal it. But I don't know where it is. They have it in a secret prize location with some other prizes for the festival. You can take those and keep them if you want.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Sure, I can sniff it out.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
this festival's taking place in the castle. And, I know the king, so I can get you in.
Well, you know a king? That's
Yeah, I mean, I know it. I saved his life.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was me all by myself.
Oh my god.
I know. I'm a hero. That's why no one can know that we're doing this heisting.
No, that seems reasonable. Yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to know that it was me if I was the hero that saved the king.
Yeah. So, I'll get you in. You want to meet me in front of the castle tomorrow?
Yeah.
Make sure to wear disguises. Now, there are werebears in town, So people aren't going to ask too many questions if you look a little berry, but you got to look like you're kind of also human too, you know? The hats are a good touch, but... And then he gestures to his tartan. I borrowed this from my best friend.
The king?
No.
Oh.
Well...
You're not friends
No,
with the king?
I think he's like a mayor now or something.
You're rewriting canon.
Clifton doesn't know
This
things.
definitely sounds like something Clifton would do, though.
Yeah, it's a
Clifton
like-
doesn't know what's going on.
Okay. You got a cart, horse-drawn carriage thing.
Oh, there's gonna be like carriages and horses and stuff all around because we've got people coming to set up venues from all over the country.
Oh, there's so many opportunities. I see.
Yeah. And the
Good.
castle's
Yeah.
big, so like some of the carts are just gonna be rolled on inside.
Oh, they're gonna make it easy for us, guys. They're gonna make it easy for us. Yeah.
I'm glad you think it's
wow. This plan is fire.
easy.
God. Please no.
I don't think it's burning at all.
Oh no, please don't burn the castle down. I think that the king has some kind of trauma response to things. He might get a little stressed if his house burns down.
No. I mean, it's good. Fire is good.
Fire's not good, it burns.
I forget that you're all old people.
Fire is definitely good in the right situations. I actually agree with the youngin.
No, but it's hot. It burns.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes that's what
Yeah,
you need.
it's super hot.
Sometimes you need pure carnage.
I like you.
Okay. I went a little Minnesota there.
All right, so you
At this
guys.
point, I'm gonna like drink my honey as subtly as possible and try and steal your honey as well. Like
Roll for bear. See if you get it.
no.
Nope.
I rolled 4.
Oh, you didn't win.
Does that mean I go up or down?
You
I
go-
think you go up in criminal, down
No,
in bear.
you
Oh,
go.
okay. Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh no, up in criminal. No wait, you go from wait.
Or do you go up in bear?
You when the plan fails, you go. You move 1 point from criminal into bear.
Oh, okay. So I go like that.
Because you were trying to steal from me. So
I was trying to do something bear-like.
Yeah, because you were trying to
But
steal
it's also-
honey.
Oh,
I was trying to steal
Yeah.
honey.
to be lower
yeah.
than
that's
than-
the GM's prerogative, but
Yeah.
Okay.
So you caught me trying to do something bear-like.
I am young and ignorant, so I'm already picking up the glass as you try to swipe it, and so I down it myself.
All right, so you guys got your mission, and we'll flash forward. Okay, so during the time you have before we get to the festival, you guys would have had time to meet and plan a heist. Now these plans will come in flashback scenes that you guys can choose on how exactly you get past an obstacle during the heist. So keep that in mind. If you do that, then you move a point to criminal from bear if you do the flashback. So you guys arrive at Snowdrop Festival inside of Castle Felix. Now, whoever this king is has gone all out. There are flowers hanging from the ceiling, like dipping low for people to walk down. There's like a painting. I was gonna say photo booth, but that doesn't exist. There's like a backdrop area for people to stand for, and really like exorbitant amount of time to get their paintings done. There are druids. You don't know what druids are, but there are people who are doing some weird magic, making things grow everywhere. And more importantly, the vendors are all selling honey-based products or other kind of fun things that you would find at a festival. And Harold, your honey nose is going wild. There's mead made out of honey. You had some of that the other night. Delicious. There's just honey tasting vendors. There's people that have brought rare bees that you can have pollinate honey. I don't know how honey's made, guys. There's also a lot of things that, you know, maybe humans enjoy more than you would, like people doing party tricks and juggling and magic shows or something. You don't really know. You don't really care about that stuff. You're here to make some heisting happen. Mm-hmm. And you know a few things going in here. The main level of the castle, like the courtyard area and the main like indoor area, are kind of where the festival are happening. All of the upper floors are kind of closed off to everyone. So more than likely the thing you're looking for is somewhere on the main level, probably. But you don't know where. So that's something you have to figure out. There's also a lot of people here. And you can use them to your advantage if you can figure out how to. Some of them might know things. The vendors might know things. Vendors talk, right? And what else do you know? You know that the person that this king hired to run this whole event is a bear. Well, he's not really a bear. He looks like a bear. But you think he's more like a bear, like Clifton's a bear, where he's kind of also a human. And his name is Barry, because I can do it too. Barry Bernstein, the werebear.
That's great.
Barry Bernstein, the werebear presenter.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
Birkenstein.
What about the werebear honey bearer?
The werebear honey bearer. Yes. So you see him a lot when you first enter, and he's on a big platform. He's directing people. He's talking to all the guests. He's helping the vendors find their locations, all of that kind of stuff. So, let's get to heisting. What do you guys want to do first?
Were we supposed to wait for Clifton to do any? Weren't we supposed to meet him out front?
Clifton walks in behind you and he's like, "Hey guys, you're supposed to wait for me."
Oh, sorry. We got drawn in by the honey.
Oh, that's okay. They probably let you in because, well, there's a lot of people and they weren't checking badges or anything. It's a free festival, you know. There wasn't a cover fee, so.
Yeah, there was just like a crowd who just kind of walked in.
Yeah. I didn't think that would happen, but it's okay. Now you're here. So, if you need me or if you have any questions for me, I'm helping my friend at his little, like, pop-up kitchen. And so, you know, you just walk by and, like, give me the look, you know, like a knowing, like, hey, we got some information, or hey, we need something from you. And then I'll just escape away. But Rowan just can't know, okay, that I'm doing this, because he'll be mad.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Who's Rowan?
He's my friend who I took this from, and he's still wearing his tartan.
He's the Not King Mayor.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
What does a Not King Mayor look like?
Well, he looks like that, and he points over at this like big setup that's like a like a feasting area where there's a bunch of different food vendors, and in the middle there's this guy with like pointy ears, and he's talking real fast and with an Irish accent that I can't replicate, and he's shouting orders at people because he's apparently agreed to lead the vendor area for food. Someone talked him into this. He's incredibly frustrated. He can't find his wife anywhere. She's hanging from the ceiling making plants grow, probably. He's over there. He's a little frustrated because no one told him that there was going to be 20 food vendors in a space that he said there was only room for 12 or something. So he's just really frustrated today, but it's fine. So yeah, you guys just, you know, if you need me, I'm over there. But, like, don't need me, because I don't want people to know that I'm committing a heist.
Okay.
Pog. That's what you should say.
Poggers.
Pog.
Pog champion.
Pog
You
champion.
guys are using words I don't understand.
That's Twitch slang. Anyway.
I thought Pog was a game. Isn't Pog a game? Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're thinking of Pong.
Oh,
Pog is a game.
Is Pog a game too?
Yeah. This ages me for playing a young kid.
It's fine, honey. You don't need to explain
Yeah,
it.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I had
So-
many Pog tokens.
That's nice, honey. Okay.
Clifton will say before he leaves, I saw a bunch of people with like big weapony things, and no one's allowed to have weapons in here. So I'm guessing maybe they might know where all of the prizes are.
Security. That makes sense.
And then he wanders away.
Whoa. What are we gonna look for first, guys?
What?
Hmm.
I mean, I can sniff out a bunch of honey around. That's what I got.
But there's honey
You'll
everywhere.
smell the whole place.
Yeah, I know. My nose is going crazy as my nose is just like twitching.
But you do
uncontrollably.
sense some different honeys. You know, it's not all the same, and it's this place is interesting. There's honey you smell that you've never smelled before. It smells almost enchanting, and it intrigues you.
Is it like a nearby booth that is enchanting?
Yeah,
or-
there's a stall set up a little bit farther down from where you are, and they've got these little little samplers out in front, and it smells like honey, but it's like bubbling. There's like little bubbles floating off the top of it. It looks like something weird with this honey, but it also smells really good. It intrigues you.
I will gesture kind of like not so subtly, like that honey smells good. I don't know what it is. Might be magic.
Hold on. I got this. I saunter up to the vendor behind the booth, and I'm going to like strike up a conversation to kind of distract her or them.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, which is sweeter, you or the drink?"
I have no idea what you're saying, but you're adorable.
And right behind him, I will. Do you have to roll for that?
I mean, yeah, that's it. I get to roll 2d6.
Yeah,
if there
roll.
is a roll.
Yeah,
but-
roll to see if you charm them enough to distract them.
You pick the lower.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. I rolled a 3, so I distract them.
Okay. Yeah, she like puts her elbows on the counter and she like does one of these and she just stares into your eyes and she's like, "I could look into your eyes all day. Oh, you
right
are
behind
just adorable."
And I just raise like a furry paw and I just kind of brush the side of her cheek.
Oh,
God.
are you single?
Oh, you know, I'm not like attached to anyone right now. I'm just like playing the field.
Gosh, your accent is so. Your accent is so mysterious. I wish I knew what you were saying.
In the language of love, we all know what you were saying.
Oh wait, I got just the thing. Okay, she gives you one of her little honey samplers, and she's like, "Here, give it a taste."
I take it and I go.
Your head feels fizzy and bubbly, kind of like the pop rock sensation. Harold looks over at you and he says something, but all you hear is and you can't understand Harold for some reason. But the girl you're talking to is like, "There, now say something."
I think you are one of the most beautiful things on the earth.
Ah, good, my spell worked. Now we can speak the same language. You've just eaten the honey of tongues. For 5 minutes, you can speak common. But you can't speak or understand bear.
Oh.
And also the caveat of this is you speak common like a person who never spoke English in their life but learned it, speaks it, so it's very proper.
Proper and broken.
Yeah. This could come in handy. You don't know. Do you want to buy some?
Do you have any money?
Well,
Bears don't have money.
how much to afford this?
Well, you can, they're a silver a piece. But I'll give you 6 for 5, 1 free.
I am so much more equitable than that.
Oh my god.
Okay, then you can pay for it, right?
Oh. Do not my charms beguile you?
Oh my god, this is great.
Roll the charmer.
Is it bear again?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's bear. You're not trying to steal from her.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, I rolled a 2.
Okay, I will say this. She has walked away from her booth a little bit to turn to look at you, and she may not be guarding her supply as well as she should be. If,
Okay.
you know.
Is there kind of a growing crowd around me?
I would say there's some people that are stopping and looking at you because you were just so adorable.
Oh, okay.
But you're a bear. You're not a bear. You're a human because you're wearing a hat. So you know, people are just thinking this girl's trying to get a sale.
I swipe the samples and then I push through the crowd as I'm saying, "Please to employ her, give her business."
I feel like you should roll for criminal. Do you?
Okay.
She's looking at you. So like, did she see you grab all of that, or is she so enamored by looking into your eyes that she just didn't even notice?
Well, whether it's because I'm adorable or because I'm the face, I'm going to roll 2.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, I rolled a 3. That passes.
In your little bear arms, you get 4 samples. Enough for each one has the 5-minute limit.
4 samples of honey of tongues.
Honey of tongues.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
What are our other bears doing?
Well, it seems like Tanner. I was gonna say Trevor. Trevor's your last name. Tanner has this under control, so I'm gonna start perusing some of the other booths just to see kind of what other honey smells I smell.
Mm-hmm.
To see if there's any more distinct.
Yeah, you know, you walk by a couple of things. You know, you see somebody making like a string, kind of like fluffy candy on a stick. It's cotton candy, you know, and I would say, you know, like as you're walking by, they're like spinning it and they pick it up and you just use your sun bear long tongue to just grab the whole thing off and eat it, and it's delicious. It's not really honey, but it's sweet, and you loved it because sun bears like sweets.
Yeah.
And then you keep walking a little bit more, and you see a vendor in like all dark robes, and they've got black hair, and it's like swished to the side, and they have this honey that's kind of like a dark burgundy color, almost like it's like a rich like substance, but it smells like honey.
I'll give it a little sniff. Maybe like try and taste it a little if I can. If there's any.
Whoa! What are you doing? There's no free samples here.
So as soon as they recognize that I'm trying to take a free sample, I'll just like stand up and like kind of just nod, not say anything, so that she doesn't identify that I can't speak common. But just kind of like turn and slowly start to walk away. Just like
Whoa,
like,
wait, I still sell it if you want to buy one. Now, I know everyone's here for the mead competition, but there's a honey competition too. A magically enchanted honey competition. And my competitors have nothing on this, because this honey makes you as cool as me. And I'm pretty cool.
Just like shake my head, like, and lick my lips, like.
Oh, hold on. Did we lose him? Oh, we're good.
Now, I don't usually give samples, but, there's a vote. The people the customers get to vote, and their votes count towards who wins the honey competition. So, I guess I could give you a little sample.
I will, like, gesture at it and be like,
I don't know. I don't know what kind of role that would be.
Is that bear?
I don't know that's bear.
I'm just trying to gussy them up, I guess. Oh, that's a 1! Yeah.
Oh, okay. He sees you looking, and you're like drooling a little bit because you want the honey so bad. So he like picks up a little one and he hands it to you.
Does that affect my score if I succeed? It's only when I fail, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will like quickly like slurp up this honey in this little sample cup. What happens?
You feel really edgy. Like,
Ed.
yeah, like, no one, like, no matter what you do, nobody likes you, and that's super unfair. You just had,
Oh, no.
you just had emo honey. Goth honey, I think is what it said on the character sheet. You're goth for 5 minutes.
I will just like sulk away, just like, and then just like a ghost, just like effortlessly, like.
Remember to vote for me, okay?
And I'll just like wave, like.
All right, honey, McBadgerson, what do you want? You see one of your bear compatriots. He can no longer understand you, and he's talking in the weird people tongue. And your other compatriot, they like took their little tuft of honey bear fur and smudged it like this.
Oh my god.
Emo hair flip.
And you see them looking for nail polish.
And eyeshadow.
They grab some of the soot from a previously burnt fire and just smudge it over their eyes.
Mm-hmm. Not like Rambo. Definitely not.
No, like eye makeup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this place seems dangerous already. Okay.
The sunbur turned into a dusk bear.
Well, I'm thinking back to before we came in here.
Time for a flashback scene.
I remember part of my role in the beginning was to map out all of the carriages so that we could sneak or load up the magical honey pot. That way, depending on where we find it, I knew the nearest carriage to get to, so we can make a clean and quick getaway.
Okay. All right. So this says you move 1 point from bear to criminal by doing a flashback scene. So you and the other bears kind of plan this out. You guys kind of flash back to the same bar that you met Clifton in, and he's not there anymore. But you guys are all like 3 or 4 honey meads deep at this point in time, and you got like the welcome to Snowdrop Festival like event map on the table, and you've drawn little X's and marks all over it, and where the vendors have set up and everything, and you're kind of looking and seeing who would need what, and you're thinking barrels of alcohol are heavy, so they probably had to bring that in on a cart. Yeah. So you know there's probably at least 2 or 3 carts by the food cart, the food area, the food stall area. Kind of look where Clifton said he would be. You also know that there's probably going to be some carts bringing in decorations before the festival happens that are going to be back by the staging area as well. And there's probably also a few cart parking right outside of the castle at front, not inside, but right outside. Yeah, and otherwise, besides like big wagony carts, there's probably hand carts everywhere. Probably big enough to put something in and run it out real fast.
Okay. Good. And
then we flash forward to you, kind of like you're walking past the luncheon area, the dinner area where all of the food vendors are. And you see the guy that Clifton was talking about. He's standing on top of a big box in the middle, and he's like, "No, I told you not to put that over there. God damn it! No, I want all of the liquor over there." And we're gonna. I'm New York. It's a New York accent.
Josh approved.
Hey. And nobody told me that there was gonna be. What is this? Is this like vegetables? Who eats vegetables at a festival? Put him over there. Rowan he's a New Yorker now, guys. I can't do an Irish accent.
Well, what you needed to do was his Ireland.
Ireland.
Really,
And has anybody seen my wife? He's just screaming at all these people. But as you see him flashing things around, you see somebody in the back, this little like horse-drawn cart. There's like a little mule pulling it, and it's not that big, but it looks like it's big enough to fit a few bears in a pot, you know. And they're wheeling it in and rolling some barrels off of it. Looks like probably mead barrels or something.
Christian, what was your character's name?
Honey McBadgerson.
Honey. Okay, I'm going to... I'll run up to Honey, arms loaded, and I'll be like, "Look, I procured by happenstance honey of tongue."
He can't understand you.
No, we can understand common.
Yeah,
they can't understand
the bears. The bears can understand the common, but he can't understand the bears right now.
Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
I have difficulty to understand.
He's talking like William Shatner.
Yeah. Can I walk up at this point?
Honey of Shatner.
Can I walk up at this point and be like, "Ugh, whatever. I just tried some of that honey over there, and whatever."
You got some retirement blues over there, buddy?
I'm just tired.
Like we're on the like heist of a lifetime here. Like this, you know, you should feel like a rookie again, you know?
There's honey around, I guess. I mean, what
I
did you
am
figure
so
out?
confused. What is going on right now? He's starting talking weird and now can't hear me.
Speaking of the heist of a lifetime, old Barry Bernstein, our noble honey bear event planner, whatever, goes up on the staging area and he says, "Ladies and gentles and themdles, the mead tasting will be the honey mead tasting. I forgot. Will begin in half an hour. come ready to drink. As you see all of these people begin to like set up their little tasting stations for people to come taste the honey mead. And these are the contest. You remember what Clifton said? These are the people who can win the magic honey pot. These are the contestants that are fighting for it.
Okay. So I think what we need to do is look for the people that are running that competition and see where they go, because one of them has got to lead us to where the magical pot is. Not the like the smoker, the smoke. You know what I mean, right?
The magical pot.
Yeah,
There's just a couple druids at a booth that are like cackling hysterically.
I point to that booth, not that one.
And and they look at you and they're like, "Man, you want some magical pot? We got magical pot.
Huh?
It's in our honey." I would give you a free sample.
Whatever.
I take it and I give it to the...
Oh, no.
Oh, well, as soon as you hand it to me, fine.
You need to pick me up, buddy. I don't know what happened.
You're,
I wanted this for myself, but
some weird happens to you. You don't feel so edgy, but you do feel really slow. But, and you're moving around like, whoa, man. But to you two, he looks like he's like jiving real fast, like fast, double time.
Yeah.
You have drinking the slow down honey, and it gives you,
Oh shit!
it speeds you up basically, so you get advantage on a roll with it. Your next roll gets advantage.
Okay.
Quickie honey, quick. Makes you feel slow, but you're moving fast to the world around you.
He can't apply fast.
Why?
You guys, your friend like that. You want to try some of that? You want to buy some?
I gesture like...
You don't have
I
any money.
am sorry, kind gentleman. I have been burglared by a vagabond, and I require silver.
I smack him. You idiot! They can't understand you.
I can understand you guys all perfectly.
What?
Yeah, man. I always got speak with animals going.
What? I just like...
Where are you going?
Quickly run away.
I was
Do
gonna
you
ask.
have, please, coin?
I don't have any money, but if you can do me a favor, I'll give you some.
Oh, that would be most reconcilable.
I hear an offer of money and I come sprinting.
He takes out a shiny gold piece, and he says, I'll give you this. If you can find a way to make that angry red-headed guy fall off of his little platform, because he's really loud.
As soon as I hear that, I know that I'm strong and that I can probably knock this guy off. So I'm going to immediately just start bolting at this guy, like no concern for people, just like.
I am chasing as well.
I am as well, saying, "Wait up, comrades!"
Right, Harold, you're gonna go and do a bear thing. Roll for bear.
So this would be muscle, so it would be...
Yeah, the muscle. Roll your muscly thing. You two are trying to stop him. I don't...
No,
you're not trying to stop him.
Assist.
You're trying to
I rolled
assist.
four. Yeah. So I rolled 4, which is what my bear stat is currently, so I succeed.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hey, you, like, there are people, like, moving boxes and stuff still, trying to get things set up, because nobody, again, there's 20 vendors where there should be 12, and it's chaos, right? So, you know, this loud Irish guy is up on a box, and he's, like, yelling at people, and everyone's looking at him like, shut up! And you're just, like, sprinting through, and you're going even faster than you think you are, because you're still slow, but fast. So you overestimate how fast you're going, and you, like, do a sliding, like, jump kick right into the pile of boxes he's standing on, and then things, like, tumble, and food goes everywhere, and this guy, you expected him to fall down, but he does, like, a weird backflip off the back, and, like, lands, like, toes on his toes, like, in a squat in front of you, and he's like, why did you do that for? Are you drunk? You shouldn't drink. I gave up on it, and it was the best thing I ever did. You know what? You need some food in your system. Give me a second, and he goes and gets you a sandwich.
I ain't mad.
Being
But
the
he's
face,
quiet, so.
I think I'll go up and say, "Excuse to interrupt.
Oh yeah.
My comrade is very clumsy and does not know what dimension he's in."
Ah. Yeah. Okay. So maybe something more. 2 sandwiches.
Yes. 2 is more equitable.
Okay. He just, like, goes over to, like, this little shop, and he buys 2 fish sandwiches, and he gives you some fish sandwiches, and
He gives them both to me?
he gives them both to you because you're the one who needed them, and he's like, I'm sorry if your friend is going through some stuff. You guys are welcome to sit if you need to.
Can I do the cartoony thing and wrap my big long tongue around both of them and eat them all in one bite?
Oh, that's weird.
Yes, it would be agreeable to correspond.
Okay.
Hey, Tanner.
And you
Tanner.
guys hear like a whistling, like a
How-
whistle noise, like somebody trying to get your attention, and off to the side you see Clifton, and he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you attacking him?"
As I'm eating my
I just gesture.
Are you what? He gestures for you to come over to him. What are you doing?
Excuse
Wait,
us.
are your hands dry? Do you need lotion?
Money.
Money? Oh,
We were offered money to go and knock him
you
over.
guys don't have any money? Festivals aren't fun without money.
Well, yeah, that's why we were getting money for knocking the guy. It was an easy job.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll give you money
Oh, well,
so that you don't have to attack Rowan anymore. That's kind of rude. Who made you do that?
He offered profit.
What are you, Ferengi now?
Why are you talking in common?
Yeah, I don't know. That just started.
I imbibed honey of tongue.
Oh, you did some of the magic honey. Yeah, I heard that the magic honey was gonna be here. My favorite is the fizzy one.
That's one you took, right? The honey, the tongue honey?
Yeah, the honey of tongue.
Is that the one that's making you talk common? And it made me talk common, but I already talk common. Huh.
Oh, comrades, please to enjoy. And I hand my 2 friends an extra jar of this.
Hey, well, that might come in handy so you can ask people where the magic pot, honey pot is.
to talk and conspire.
Should we really be going around asking about that?
I mean, everyone knows it's going to be here. It's on the flyer, and he holds up a flyer, and there's like a little honey pot that has like sparks coming out of it, and it says "Win me" around it.
But they'll know we stole it if it disappears.
Can I walk up and just start licking the...
Oh, the paper's not made out of honey. Rowan said they make it out of trees, but I don't know how, because trees are thick.
They make them thinner.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, you know what? There's some other magic honeys here. Can you guys read? Oh.
Maybe. I haven't really tried.
Okay. Well, all the lists of the ones that are available are on the flyer. Because there's a magic honey tasting, you know? Which ones have you had?
Well, I had one that made me really slow, and one that made me real sad.
Oh, okay.
I gestured to the two I had.
Oh, that guy's weird. He's like, I don't know, he's like really edgy all the time, and he listens to really weird music.
Yeah, it was.
And he keeps like moving his hair out of his face. I don't understand why he just doesn't like put it up.
Who knows?
Great
question.
One of
I
the
have been consumed one.
Yeah, that's the honey that makes you talk common. It didn't ever do anything to me. I just thought it was fizzy. And that honey that's over there with those druids that I think offered to pay you money to tackle Rowan. They're just mad because Mrs. Rowan is the best druid in the town.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? They pay for that jealousy. I'm all good.
Yeah,
it's
but
Enviable.
Yeah, they I thought druids are nice, but those guys aren't nice. There's a couple other magic honeys here, but I haven't tried them yet.
Do you know what they do?
No, but the flyer does. But I can't read either.
Oh.
You read common, but you don't know.
No, I can talk common. I can't read this. I just tell you what I already know.
Are there pictures?
Yeah, this one right here is like green, and it's got little like clovers coming, the little magic-y clovers coming out of it.
Oh, that sounds like it could be nice.
Yeah. And the other one is got like well, it's blue. Honey shouldn't be that color, so I didn't want to eat that one.
Blue? I'll eat blue honey.
Well, if you find them, you can certainly try them.
As long as it doesn't make me blue, that's all I care about. I was really blue. It was sad.
Well, it's blue sometimes. It like shifts colors, like rainbows.
I'm a honey connoisseur.
Yeah, so if you find them, try them. But don't forget the reason why you're here.
Yeah.
To try honey.
No, to get the magic honey pot.
Yeah. So they.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to figure out where they're hiding it.
Well, I'd ask the contestants of the competition. Maybe they know.
Oh.
Or
Iridescent honey is aspirational, but I think we should probably.
You could also ask
just
any of
focus on the mission.
any of the people that are hosting the event that are on like the events committee. So Barry obviously is one of them, and Rowan, but he doesn't listen during meetings. And I know that because they told him that. Don't let him know, but they told him there was going to be 20 vendors. He just forgot. Well, he didn't listen. There were more vendors later on than what there was originally, and the only reason that I know is because I kept hearing is Sapphire yelling about 20 vendors. So you don't know who these people are, but they're important to me.
Right. Well, that's I'm glad you have people important to you.
Oh, you could ask Amethyst if you could find her.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe we should try and keep things a little more low profile. So,
maybe you could pretend to be like someone with mead.
What if we steal some mead from one of the carts and then try and give it to someone as like an exchange? Like, we'll give you some of ours if you give me some of yours.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I assume this thing has worn off. It's been a long time.
It's been five minutes now, so you're back to normal. You're almost back to normal. You know, you used your thing, so you're back to normal. Yeah.
Yeah, let's team up and steal a mead cart?
Cask of honey, sure, we'll say that.
Yeah.
okay. I know where all the carts are.
Do we see any, like, maybe unattended carts that would be easy pickings?
So I'm getting the gist that maybe you want to like steal mead, right?
Yeah.
Or to like exchange.
Like, because I guess I don't know how much money Clifton gave us. But...
Clifton reaches into his bare pockets and he hands you each a gold coin.
Oh, okay. So now that we have 4 gold total, that should get us quite a bit, right? Because we got 1 from the druids and we each got 3, so we got 4 total. So maybe we don't need to steal the cask, but we could just steal the cask because I want honey.
Yeah. I mean, if we steal it, it's free.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we got gold.
Yeah.
Which looks like honey.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like honey though. Don't eat it. I had to have it hurts when it comes out.
Wait. Did these come out of you?
No, those didn't come out of me.
Oh, okay. I'll start licking them.
Why would you do
I
that?
licked my coin and it tastes sour. Like it was in someone's palm.
This doesn't taste like honey.
No, it doesn't. I told you they didn't not to eat them because didn't you listen? It hurts when it comes out.
I wasn't gonna eat. I was just gonna taste it.
Okay.
It's a big difference.
That's great.
Ooh, what if we stole a whole cart with honey on it, but then we use the cart to smuggle out the honey pot?
Yeah.
Well, you guys gotta find the honey pot. How you gonna?
We have to find it first.
How you gonna find out where it's being hidden?
Let's go talk to Barry. Barry will probably know.
Yeah.
All right. And speak of Barry, and he shall answer. He comes up onto the stage in the center again, and he goes, "The mead tasting! It has begun! Come and taste it. Vote for your favorites. The winner gets the magic honey pot." And everyone around the stage goes, "Oh, ooh, magic honey pot." They're very excited.
Oh, wait. Does he go... Hey, we gotta follow them. Because one of those people up on stage has to be going to where the pot is.
Or we could just ask Barry where the pot is.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking, like, maybe we don't want to, like, be like, hey, I want to know where the pot is. And then when it disappears, they're like, you know what? There's those weird-looking people that, like, clearly we're not humans.
Did anybody maybe plan for this? You guys can come up with, like, outlandish plans if you want. That how you got, like, how you would get answers from people without them suspecting you, or how you would get somewhere, or...
Barry speaks bear, right?
Barry is a werebear, so Barry would be aware of how to bear the were.
Okay.
The word.
Yes. He would speak bear. Okay. So I will say, remember Panda, the Panda dude. Not Trevor. Tanner. Tanner. Forgot your name. I'm old. Leave me alone.
It's okay, Grandpa.
Tanner.
Your mind isn't as great as it used to be.
Sure. Tanner should go and talk to Barry and see if he will reveal where it is, or get him talking, and then we can figure out where it is based on what he says. Remember we talked about that last night?
Yeah, because everybody knows that the rookie is the one that you send in, so that he's the one who gets in trouble.
So is this like a flashback scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're gonna flashback.
Who's doing the flashback?
Well, I was.
Oh, well.
Criminal. Move your point from bear to
Are
criminal.
you sure you want to do that? Because then you'll go full criminal.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
No, I would gain in one.
Oh,
criminal.
yeah.
Balance
Sorry.
out.
Sorry, I'm going in the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do it, so I'll balance
Okay.
out.
Right.
So you guys spit back to your planning sesh. Okay, you somehow you managed to stay at the bar long enough that they just thought that you were a patron that forgot to get their room key. So the lady slams one on the table. So you guys are up in the room and you're like, "Whoa, what are beds?" And you know, old Honey digs a nest in his bed. He rips it up real good, and he's kind of nesting down.
Yes, I
in
would.
it.
I 100% would.
Yep. And I stand the bed frame up on end and climb it like it's a bamboo
Yes,
shoot.
yeah, and you know, old Honey McBadgerson, he's got some class, so he's tucking himself in. He's got his hat hanging on the post of the bed. You know, he's like, oh, this is nice. And you guys are talking about how to exploit Barry, because you remember Clifton saying that Barry really likes Honey a little too much, and you know, he could be persuaded pretty easily with the right kind of honey, and sending in a unexperienced innocent little bear to give him some honey, just a chitty chat might not be a bad idea. That's what you were kind of planning.
So we do need to steal some honey before you talk to him, so you can bribe him with some honey.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find an unattended honey.
I mean, you guys already have some interesting honey, so maybe you could bribe him with.
But do we want to use the tongue honey?
You also know of a weird multicolored honey, and one
We
that.
haven't found that yet. Yeah, or the lucky one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's luck. Like, it's four-leaf
No, it's
clover,
clearly
right?
cilantro.
So it's cilantro. It tastes like soap.
I mean, I like cilantro, but I don't know. Harold probably doesn't. He's an old fogey. Do we want to just find some random honey, or do we want to find some special honey? Maybe the special honey will help our case.
Yeah, I think we should.
This isn't during the flashback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should swap as much honey as we could find. That way, we'll have bartering tools.
Okay. So, in the present, I will start sniffing around and see if I can identify either the four-leaf clover honey or the blue honey, and see if I can, distinguish between the honeys.
Roll your honey nosies.
I rolled 2 3s.
Nice. Okay, so you kind of wandering around. You're sniffing around, and your compatriots are following you as you sniff, and then you come to this really outlandish looking setup of a booth. And there's peacock feathers, and there's these big orchids, and there's lots of color and sparkles. And this gentleman comes out. He looks like he might be you don't know what races are because you're bears. He's got really long pointy ears, and he goes, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?"
I'll look down at the available honey. What color is it?
You see it's blue, but as you stare at it, it kind of like pulsates different colors, different shades of blue. It kind of like ebbs and flows in color a little bit.
I will gesture at the honey and take out my 1 gold coin and like.
Oh, you want to buy the shifting honey? Oh, do you want to buy a whole gold's worth?
And I'll put out 5 like claws.
Okay.
Like 5. Just
5. Okay. All right. He grabs
I don't know
a
how
little.
he's gonna interpret 5, but 5.
He grabs a little. You're the strong silent type, I see. I like it. He grabs a little gift bag, and it's kind of like iridescent, and it's got little sparkles on it, and he starts putting 5 little honey pots in there, and he like wraps it up in tissue paper, and then he grabs your gold coin and hands you back 5 silver coins, and he hands you the little gift bag.
Okay, so I will take it and immediately like take one out and just like unfurl the thing and just like with my giant tongue.
Tell me what you're thinking about right now.
This weird honey, and I'm curious what this weird honey does.
Okay. Well, you're thinking about the heist, and that you might give this
the honey to
this
Barry,
honey to Barry. Yeah. So you kind of are thinking about that as you're eating the honey, and it's very smooth and silky and almost like a really delicate, like chocolate, like fine chocolate, like melts in your mouth, right? And as you're thinking about Barry and about the heist, you start to feel yourself change a little, and then the other 2 that are standing by you see that you no longer look like Harold. You look a little bit like Barry. Barry in a flat bill hat.
This honey's real good, guys.
Oh, I see you wanted to look like our fine event creator. You must have him on your mind. I'm jealous. That is just a sample, so it'll only last for about 5 minutes. But enjoy. You can turn into anything your heart desires.
I will give him like a little wave and just saunter away. Gesture for you guys to follow. I'm like confused what's going on.
Some random person walks up to you and they're like, "Hey Barry, can you sign off on this? We need more casks of ale and we're out. So we're gonna grab some from the local tavern." But they were asking an exorbitant amount, but I figured you'd be okay with the price. He hands you a pen.
Down and I can't read it. And I just don't even grab the pen. I just like use my nail or.
Oh no, man! You gotta, you gotta use the pen to make it official. He puts the pen in your hand.
And I'll.
It's weird because you look like you got thumbs now, and you don't know how to use them. Because like Barry's a werebear, but he's like half shifted, so he still kind of looks human. And you're like, what are thumbs? How do I use thumbs? It's very awkward with the pen.
Like using chopsticks for the first time, essentially.
You signed whatever document it is that Barry needed to sign. Hopefully it was not important. And the guy goes, "Thanks, man," and he walks away.
What's going on?
Whoa, this is an opportunity. You look like Barry. I bet you could just sneak in and get the flask now. Or the thing of honey.
But we don't know where it is.
But you could you could tell people to go get it for you.
Yeah, but give me some of that tongue honey.
I already gave you one. I gave both of you one.
I will take my sample and like lick up my tongue honey. The honey of tongues.
Okay. You get that fizzy sensation in your head too, like how Tanner did, and it feels like really weird, like static, and then as you start to like staticky static, you guys see as Barry stops being Barry and starts being Harold. But now you can't understand your friends, but everyone around you can understand you. But it's very proper English.
Well, this is quite the turn of events. Now I can't understand you, and I look like myself again. So that's something. It seems like we cannot combine these things. That is something good to know. Perhaps one of you, and I will gesture to one of you, to take one of the blue jars. Perhaps one of you should think about being Barry, and I can have them go get it for you.
Aw, snap. Unlucky.
Unlucker dog, yes. Whatever you said, yes, sure. What do you think? Honey?
Honey McBadger's.
Yeah.
Honey?
What do you think, honey? What should we do? Oh, right. You can't answer me.
I think literally anything I'm telling you right now, you have no idea what I'm saying, so I'm just going to start making fun of you because I think that would be hilarious.
That sounds like a great idea. I love it.
It's the best plan in the world. I'm a master
can't agree
at
more.
this.
So
See, he agrees. You see this?
Yeah.
This is a gentleman who knows me. He knows of my legend. You better learn that, Tanner. Let him know that you're a master as well.
Oh man, I'm just along for a ride.
So, and I gesture to the blue honey. Are one of you going to transform, or are we? Do
You
have a
guys
different idea
did have a plan, a flashback plan.
Yeah.
Talk
well,
to
anyway,
Barry.
so okay,
It's
now
devolved. It's unraveling.
now he can't understand us, but remember, we had a plan that we planned for this. Okay, so we know that in the event that we couldn't be able to speak their language and look like them, then we needed to have one person who could talk and one person who could look like them, and the person that would talk would just be like, "Oh yeah, he wants us. Yeah, my boss here wants us to, go and inspect and make sure the jar is still secure and make sure it's ready for presentation. Okay, because so that." He looked like that one guy that seems like he's in charge because he's always on that stage, right? So we need when he can understand us, we need him to look like that again. And then you seem to be able to do the talking thing, right? I mean, you sounded really weird, but
Yeah.
But you've got the experience, so you're gonna do that again, okay?
You know what? He already took his talking thing, so I'm gonna take a look thing, and I'm gonna take one of the iridescent honeys, and
Oh, makes sense. We'll reverse roles.
I'm going to transform into. What am I thinking about? I think I'm self-absorbed, so I think I'm thinking of myself as like a cute human version of myself.
Okay.
And it almost looks like an anime character.
Sure. So you begin to transform after you drink this nice, milky, smooth honey. And your fur disappears and you pop out some thumbs. And you have these big doe eyes and this nice, cute little round face and this long, luscious black hair. And you're wearing like a nice little like black and white spotted robe. And you look human. You still sound bear.
Why in for prosperity would you decide to look human but not look like the human? This makes no utter sense. I cannot believe you.
Come on, guys.
It's okay. That
We gotta
transformation
go.
has me scarred for life now. So I think
It was exactly the transformation was like a Sailor Moon transformation where like
Yeah.
magic spun around
Oh
you
my God,
and your
yes.
hair just like went and the clothes formed around you. It was magical. There are even a couple of people looking on that are applauding, and then they go over to the magic honey shop to buy some for themselves.
Right. I think I'm going to go up to. I'll push my way through the crowd to Barry.
Okay.
Do we see Barry?
Yeah, the mead's tasting is in full swing right now, so you see him kind of in the middle of some people. He's got a little teeny tiny like shot glass he's sipping from very lightly of mead, pinky out, as it were, and he's like, this is a good one, this is a good one. I'll try the next. He's sampling them too.
Well, out of nowhere, a rose like shoots down and like the stem embeds itself into the table right next to the mead he was about to drink it.
Oh my word!
I'm just pointing at him, like,
oh,
and
my.
I'll be like, I need to see the prize to make sure it's safe from evildoers.
And I will approach behind you and be like, I think he said something about the prize. He's got a weird accent. Sorry. I mean, the prize that. Sorry. Introductions first. Barry, is it? I am Harold.
Harold.
You're Barry, correct?
Yeah, I'm Barry. That's correct. Who is she though?
She is an acquaintance of mine. She recently came into some interesting mead. No, honey? Is it honey or mead? I can't remember.
Mead.
Some interesting magical mead.
Oh, the honey, the things that you just bought was honey. This is a mead
Right.
tasting. Yeah.
Right. I understand you're trying the meads, but I have some magical honey that you absolutely must try. But in exchange, my friend here asks to see the grand prize of the mead tasting.
He's listening to you, but he's staring at Tanner. I want Tanner to roll the charming thing.
The cute?
The cute, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
1. Yeah, I passed.
He like pushes past you and he's like, right. And he walks up to Tanner and he takes Tanner's hand and he's like, Mon chéri, where did you come from? Where have you been all of my life?
See, I really like that Tanner turned into like a human version of himself, and he's treating him like he's a girl, but
Right.
but also Tanner kind of swings, so whatever.
Sure.
So he's just like, hey, hot stuff, I just need to see the prize to protect it from evildoers.
And again, I'll as I can see,
Evil doers.
Oh.
He's a werebear. He can understand. He doesn't even notice that it's a different language.
Right.
Evil doers. Why would there be evil doers at the Snowdrop Festival? Who are you? Are you some kind of hero?
We're special security sent from the king to protect the prize. The biggest prize of all.
You should have said to protect this world from devastation.
Uh-huh. The king. But the king already hired guards.
They weren't enough.
Oh.
We're special guards, and I'll like flex my giant muscles at him.
You guys roll some criminal and see if he believes you.
Okay.
So because
Wait.
I'm muscle. Can I roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this applies to the face.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
That's a 2.
Nice. Okay.
So, since I'm bearing like my fangs and claws, do I roll bear instead?
Sure. You know what? Roll carnage.
Yes.
You're being roll carnage.
Okay. 2 1s.
Woo!
You know, I haven't known King Chats for very long, but he is not trustworthy of a lot of people, and I could see him hiring others. Right this way. I'll have my assistant take you to the viewing room. To the prize room. You can check on all the other prizes while you're at it as well.
Honey, Force Team, go!
He snaps his fingers, and his assistant comes up, and it's a younger it's a younger person. It's interesting. You guys, this is your first interaction with werebears, but you're getting used to it. But this is like a panther. And they look mean. I mean, bears, I don't know how much bears like panthers normally, but this one looked mean. And he comes up, and he's got his little panther tuft swooped like this, and he's drinking one of the little emo mead cups. And he's like, hey, I was sampling some of the mead, and it's whatever. What do you want? Because I'm over you. To Barry.
Senpai.
I don't
Oh
think
my
he can
God.
understand you.
Oh, okay.
What?
Do not mind my friend. She is just overtaken by everything. We were instructed to investigate the prize room by Barry and the King Chats.
Barry, the prizes are safe. Why are you so worried? And Barry's like, look, King Chats asked for them to do this. Just take them, please. And disable the traps on your way, just in case. Fine. This way. And he gestures to you with a big arm over to follow him. And he starts leading you away towards down a hallway. You guys follow him?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go down a hallway and down another hallway and another hallway. And it's like a twisty kind of mazy path. But as you go, you see him run his hand along some runes that do something. You don't know. And then as you get to this room that has like this big magic-y reinforced door that he starts to like open, you guys feel the nice, cool, tingly sensation of your magic honey potion start to fade away. And as that happens, he opens the door and he turns back and looks at you and he's like, the artifact room. Wait a minute. Where did the cute one go?
And I try and speak, but I'm just like, oh yes, I forgot that oh well, this is
Why are you growling? Who are you?
And I'm just going to look at the three of you and just try and like grab this guy.
And
he
he as you grab him, he goes, guards! Really loudly.
I think I'm going to try and like latch onto his upper torso and like give him a big kiss.
Oh, okay.
Is this bear or criminal?
I don't know. Criminal, maybe?
Roll for criminal.
Do you want me to roll too, or is it just him?
I don't know. What are the rules?
You both of yous.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 because I am rolling for muscle.
If I'm trying to make out with him, does it count as face?
I don't. Sure.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Uh-oh, I failed.
Okay. So you try to kiss him, and he thinks you're trying to eat his face.
Oh.
Because as you are, like, scuffling with him, he's flailing, and he, like, whacks your hat off, and then he sees you for what you really are, because the hat was a disguise all along, and you are a bear, and he starts screeching, "Guards, guards, guards!" And then, Harold, what were you trying to do?
The pot's in here, right?
The pot's in the artifact room. We'll get there. What were you trying to do, Matt?
I was just grappling him.
Oh, yeah, so you're holding him and he's shrieking.
Yep.
And then you start hearing some running footsteps and some things reactivating. But the door's open to the magic artifact room. But this magic artifact room is like a storage room. And it is full of stuff. There's a lot more than one pot in here. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Okay. Well, they're having a good squabble. I'm gonna just like rush in and start like tearing the room apart, looking for
Okay.
the honey pot.
Okay. Now, is this something you planned for? Or is this something that you're just trying to do on the fly?
Well, I am more. I guess I wouldn't say this is necessarily planned for anymore.
No, no.
Was hoping to get in here quieter, but now it's like, nope, I gotta get in and get out.
Okay. Roll for criminal.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay, that's a success. So, you start just messing this room up. You're throwing things. You're chucking things. Things are breaking and crashing and spilling all over. And you knock over a bunch of boxes and like you see like this really cool honeycomb fall out, and it smells really good, but that's not a pot. And then you're just tearing this room up, right? Okay. And then you find this little chest, and it's buried underneath a bunch of stuff. Like, it was put in this room first. And you go to flip it open, and it's locked.
I assault the lock.
Carnage! What are you two doing in the hallway with your screaming guard, who is in fact still shrieking, and boot stomps are getting louder?
1.
Success! You just punch your bear claw into the top of this chest and just whack in there, and you start feeling around, and you feel like a latch on the inside of the lock, and flip it open, and then you open it, but your hand is still inside of it, and you're like doing one of these things like a cat does. It's got a glove on, and while you're doing that, you hear something jiggling around in there, and you look in there, and there's like a bag, and in the bag is a bunch of rocks, and around the bag is like little spills out of honey, and then a bare footprint on the lid part that you didn't break open.
I continue investigating.
Okay, roll for criminal?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, what are you guys doing? Screaming guard, footsteps encroaching, honey McBadger going hog wild in the gift room.
I'll gesture over to Trevor. Tanner, fuck, I can't. Tanner, Trevor, whatever the fuck your name is. Just grab something big so we can block the door. So.
Okay. I think I'll like let go and like run over, and I'll grab something I think is heavy, and it's just like a little chest or something like
Oh my
that.
God.
You actually grab the
And,
chest that Honey just burst open.
And I'll throw it down on this guard's head that's screaming.
The you put the chest on the guard's head, and his head pops through the hole that Honey made in it, and then he like wiggles out of Harold's grasps and starts taking off down the hallway, like down a different hallway, and it's like, oh, there are bears in the castle. And you still hear footsteps approaching, and you guys are getting risky. What'd you roll?
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, that's a fail on criminal. Move a point from criminal into bear.
Can I try and close this door and like barricade it in some fashion?
Yeah, you certainly can. I don't know what that would probably a criminal roll. Bear's big criminal roll.
Is it muscly in any way?
Yeah, it would be muscly. You're trying to barricade yourself in a room, so yeah. Hopefully, Tanner also goes in the room.
I rolled a
Okay,
1.
so Tanner's like watching this person run down the hallway, and you grab him and you like pull him in the room, and then you and Tanner both like shut the doors, and you find this rod that is like pretty like more ordinary looking, but you think you could maybe put it through the handles to put the door closed. And when you like put it up against the door, you accidentally like push a button on it, and it stops moving altogether. You can't move it. Nothing happens. Like it's stuck there.
It's stuck.
I would like a flashback
Okay.
to, and it was actually this morning. I went out and scoped the castle.
Okay.
And I found one of the maids or cooks or servants that was emptying some garbage outside the castle, and I like went up and schmoozed with them and was like, hey, I see you just came out like the side of the cliff. That's really neat. Are there like a bunch of secret entrances to the castle? And like I schmooze like with them for a while and figure out that there is a secret passage underneath the castle that we can use for getaway.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes. You know of a secret castle. Your secret castle? Secret castle! You know of a secret passage that leads out of the castle. And you're in luck because even though you didn't know exactly where this vault, prize room, storage room was, you kind of think about all the passageways you were going down, and you were kind of mapping the path, and you realize that you are pretty close to the secret passage. It is just down the hallway that the guy ran screaming down a little ways, and down a flight of stairs. There is a little stone statue that has some kind of mechanism that you don't know how to open, but you know that that is where the passageway is. But you do need to get to it from where you are.
Okay, guys, let's grab as much as we can, and we'll get to a secret passageway that I learned about this morning.
Oh, when you did the flashback, you move a point from bear to criminal.
I did that.
Okay. You are stuck in here.
I checked the rules, and anytime we succeed on a check, we're supposed to move a point from bear to criminal.
Oh, whoops. Well, we'll do that for going forward.
My
Yes.
stats
So bear
are
goes
probably...
down in that case?
Yes.
Oh.
That our points should be moving way more than
They are. Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
Good to know. We'll do that going forward. So, you rolled a 6. You're trying to look around this room. This whole time, as they've been doing all of this, you've just been staring around. You've just been looking. You've been, like, moving things around with your feet. You're just like, where's the pot? Like, it's a honey pot. Where can it be? Why was there honey in that box? And no honey pot? And it's magic, and I don't know where it is. And as you kind of look around in the room, you see that there's like a little there's a fireplace, and it's not lit or anything, but there's like some scratches along the side that look a lot like bear claw scratches, but you don't remember either one of your friends or you scratching it. And also looks like one of the sconces on either side, like they're both supposed to be like this, but one of them's kind of like that. And that takes you a very long time to do, and you're staring at it, and you're like, God, who designed this? Because they put that sconce on crooked, and I hate it. And as you're doing that, you hear jiggling at the doors and knocking. Open up! Open up! It's the guard! And they're trying to open the door, but that pole that you stuck through the door handle for some reason isn't moving at all. Very weird. What do you guys do?
Well,
can I try and like smell? Because you said it left like a trail of honey, right?
Yeah.
Can I try and like follow the trail with my nose?
It's really, yeah, you can. Roll for honey. Honey. Roll for honey. Sense honey.
Oh, that's no good. I rolled too high.
Uh,
So I go up in criminal, right? Down in
You go up in bear and down in criminal.
yeah.
When you fail, your bear instincts take over and you get
Yeah.
frustrated.
So you are trying to sniff out honey, and you can smell it in the hallway where that box had been thrown on that guy's head. And you know that it's there, but you don't want that smell, so you get really frustrated. And you see like the same like nice fancy golden honey cone that honey just kind of threw to the side, and you pick it up and you start chewing on it. It tastes really good. And then you start sniffing around, and you're like, oh, I smell something else that smells really, really good. Like, this is honey I have never smelled before in all my life, but I don't know where it's coming from, because it should be like in a honey pot, but there's no honey pot here.
well, I don't know where the pot is, but I found this chest, and it's pretty cool. And there's rocks in it. And I don't know why there's rocks in it. What?
Are they muted?
Were you talking to us?
We can't hear you.
Okay.
And the mute spell blankets the entire room. You guys must do the rest
Oh
with
no.
signs.
Oh no. I don't know BSL.
Bear sign language.
Hey,
There it is. Okay, say everything you were saying again.
Well, okay, we were talking about the rules, and we're trying to figure out if you start at 3 and you go up if you succeed and you go down if you fail, you can never get to 6 in bear, but you can get to criminal 1 in criminal really easy.
Well, you can have 0.
If you eat,
can you go to 0?
if you eat honey, you can move up in bear too.
Well, see, if you go all the way up to 6 in one category,
You're
you,
at
like,
0 in
go
the other.
completely that category.
Yeah.
Right. So does it start at 0 and go to 6 instead of starting at 1?
Well,
Because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Because it'd be way too easy for you to go all the way to like a 1 in criminal if you mess up twice.
so I think it's like your score is really 1 through 5, but if you ever get that 6th one, like the 6th one is special, right?
Yeah.
So
Something like that.
if your criminal stat ever reaches 6, you are lured into the life of crime and betray the party. If your bear stat ever reaches 6, you flip out bear style and lose it, presumably to be picked up by animal control in a half hour or so.
So 6 is like game over.
Yeah, that's game over for your character. So
Okay.
if that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I will say, if that ever happens, your party members do have the option to tackle you and shove honey in your face to try and
Okay.
calm you
That makes
down
more
or
sense.
something.
I was like,
Yeah.
it makes it makes it way too easy for you to go to a 1 in criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the eating honey is.
Yeah, that's why you can eat honey
Yeah.
to fix it. Yeah, and you guys
So
have honey.
when-
The fancy
when we
honey.
ate honey, we should have gone more.
I wasn't having you guys do it because it was samples of honey, but if you ate an actual full serving of honey, or if you ate multiples of those, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? You got a box of rocks. You got something smells like honey in a weird place, but you don't know where, and you got people banging at the door.
I'm gonna fix that sconce because it bothers me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It messes up the aesthetics of the whole room.
Yeah, like who has a castle and then screws that up?
You go up to the wall and you go to wiggle the sconce, and you put it back up at the top, but you feel like also it could move more to the side too.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it because maybe it just screws into the wall.
Sure, you start turning it, and as you get it all the way down, the fireplace goes and opens, and then the sconce pops back up into the right spot, and you hear a clicking noise, kind of like it's gonna close on itself after a while.
There's a secret entrance here.
And you see a trail of honey down the path too.
Whoa. Hey, everyone, grab as much as you can carry, and let's go down here. There's honey down here.
I grabbed the box that I eviscerated.
The box with the rocks in it.
Yeah.
I'll just grab a random container, maybe one that smells like honey.
Yeah, I mean you get a honey pot of honey. It's
Cool.
it's honey. It looks like it probably is. It looks like it's probably honey that belongs to one of the meaderies that is in the contest. The type of honey that they use in their mead as a sample to people, so they can taste the honey in its raw form. It smells really good. It smells like honey, nice and tasty. Might come in handy later.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed something random.
You pick up your hat that got knocked off.
Yeah.
And it's sitting next to a little box that has some buzzing inside of it.
Oh, I'll take the box and
Ah,
my hat.
you hear some bees inside go, "Set us free! Set us free!"
Do not set them free. I will eat them later.
And you have a box of rocks.
Yep.
You,
All right,
you
I
guys,
I
take
went through
down
all the trouble to
tunnel.
open this.
yeah,
I'm
you guys
taking
hike
it.
down the tunnel, and as you start walking down it, after a few seconds, you hear the little click as it closes behind you, and you pop out a little ways away down the hallway. Maybe I don't know. You can hear banging on the door in the distance, so you know you're not super far away, but you're far enough away where maybe you could start running, sneaking away, getting away from people. So you knew of a secret tunnel, and
Secret
tunnel, and that honey trail that you saw leading out of the storage prize room, whatever it was, is leading in the same direction you think you need to go to get to the secret tunnel.
Do we see any other people around? Should we maybe be stealthy or something?
You are in a castle where an event is happening, so you would guess there might be people around looking for bathrooms or something. There's probably staff around. It's not bristling with people in these hallways, but you do hear footsteps every once in a while. They don't sound rushed like they're coming to find you, but they sound like they have a purpose that they're trying to go towards, kind of thing. Might be like a maid or a housekeeper or something.
We should keep our eyes out for other people.
Yeah. But what about this honey trail? Can you smell where it leads?
I mean, you can visually see the trail of honey, can you not?
No,
Yeah, but what if
we
it
just
leads
keep
somewhere
following
else?
the trail? We just keep on the trail.
I will get
This
on all
isn't-
fours
it's gotta
and
be
just like
important.
sniff to try and like track the scent type of thing.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if I need to necessarily roll for it, considering I can visually see it.
Roll a sense honey.
Okay. I rolled under my
Okay.
stat.
So,
I rolled 4 and-
as you're like looking at the honey and you're smelling it, and you maybe even get a little taste while you're doing it, this honey's really good. Like, best honey you've ever had in your entire life, honey. And it also has a little bit of a tingle to it. Not a bad tingle, like a kind of like the little enchanted pots that you've been eating of honey, where there's something fancy about it. It's got that same kind of fancy vibe to it, but it is faded because this honey's probably been here for a little bit. And you also see, as you're down looking at it, some footprints, like honey footprints, like somebody stepped in the honey and then kept walking, and they look like bear footprints.
I point directly at the bear footprints. Did you guys walk in the honey? I see bear footprints.
Those are bigger
No,
than my
dog.
feet.
I ain't been here.
Well, this is definitely magic honey we have on the ground here, and it comes from a very special white dewdrop. Snowdrop. No, this is from different. Okay. White dewdrop flower. I can almost taste it. I can almost see it, but it's got something special about it. Something fancy.
I get down and lick it. Sandy.
Yeah, there's some dirt in there. You know, it's castle, it's rocks.
That wasn't honey at all that you just licked. That was just sand. You
I'm
literally
just licking the walls.
Sandstone. Yum.
You have a really bad knack for picking up. You see this little yellow spot right here? This is honey. That was not honey. That was just the wall.
Oh, hey, this tastes a lot better. Oh, wow, for an old guy, you sure have smarts.
Wait, so because I succeeded, does my bear go up? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, your bear goes up.
Okay.
hey.
Okay. So,
I'm eating honey too.
you guys follow the path. The honey. Do you guys follow the honey path, or what Tanner remembers to be the directions he was given to the exit?
I vote we follow the honey path. I feel like that's going to take us where we need to find the honey pot that we need to then steal.
I mean, we did get some stuff in that room, but yeah, we should probably do the thing we're here to do. So, yeah, let's follow the trail. You go, old guy.
You always follow the trails.
All right. So as you guys start walking down the hallways, following the honey path trail, we'll take a break. Welcome back from break. We're bears. Well, I'm not a bear. We're bear. Everybody else is a bear, and they are heisting and following a honey trail, literally. So, angels, let's get to it.
Clifton's Angels.
What are you gonna do?
So we were following the trail of the special honey that I found, instead of going to the secret path that you know about.
Okay.
Yes. So, as you follow this trail, it kind of leads to like this open room area, and there's this there's this like little like pit in the room, and it looks like maybe it used to be like an in-ground bathhouse, but this you're getting into parts of the castle that weren't meant for guests to see. That in this castle is starting to look like run down, like it hasn't been fully repaired yet in certain areas. So this area looks a little bit more treacherous. And this sunken bath area, instead of like water in there, there's like this weird mist, like misty something floating just at the surface. But it is a very large area. There's not really an area to walk around alongside it, just because there's rubble. But you can see a doorway on the other side that looks like it was like pushed open, and it's the door's kind of like hanging askew, and even from this distance you can see like claw marks in the door.
I will gesture into the door and say, we gotta get through there, but I don't like any of this. Whatever, I'll go first. I can take whatever's in here.
You got it, Harry.
I guess I will start to trudge through the sludge to get through to the other side.
Okay. As you're walking through this sludgy mistiness, you see your foot kind of brushes up against like some plant growth that's been in here, that's under the mist that you can't really see. And as soon as you brush past it, it reaches out and grabs you and starts coiling around you.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I assault the vines.
You assault the vines! Roll carnage!
Oh, I fail.
Oh! So, Honey goes, I'll save you, Harold! And he, like, bares his teeth and leaps into the mist, and he's smaller than you, so he disappears underneath it.
I'll jump
And
in
then-
and,
Like, as he disappears underneath it, he gets launched back up, and, like, these vines are, like, doing this, and they're, like, holding him and, like, flailing him about.
I'm going to try and attack the vines on Harold.
Attack him with... I don't know how to attack in this game.
I roll bear, I
Roll
think.
bear, yeah.
Do I move one?
Yeah, that's a 1.
You failed, so yeah, you move a point to bear.
Oh, I move a point to bear?
You know, he was trying to do a bear thing. So
Oh, you're trying to do a bear
right?
thing.
Oh, it only says...
Yeah,
No,
when
no,
you
if-
plan fails, you
If
move
you
a point
fail,
to bear.
you get frustrated and put a point in bear.
Oh, yikes.
If you succeed, the plan goes according to plan, and you put a point in criminal.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's how it works.
What'd you roll, Tanner?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, right.
So I put a mark in criminal and 1 on a bear, but I claw at the vines on Harold.
All right, so you are a little bit smarter than Honey. You don't leap into the pit. You just lash out and like reach your paw in there and you pull up the vine that's wrapped around Harold, and you start gnashing at it with your teeth and ripping it apart, and the vine gets a little testy with you and slaps you back, and then it starts to recede because it don't like being bit by bear. And Harold's free for the time being.
Can I try and wrangle the one that's attacking Honey?
Yeah, roll for bear.
So it's muscle, so...
Yeah, you get your 2.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4, which is under my bear, so I succeed.
So move a point to criminal.
Criminal. Okay, cool.
And run for bear. You succeed. So you like leap up and like start clawing and pulling at the vines that are like suspending Honey in the air, and you lash your tongue around his ankle as soon as you get him for 3, and you like launch him to the other side of the room, and he just kind of rolls and rolls and rolls and like skids to a stop on his butt, looking back at you. But he's on the right side of the room now.
I will gesture up to Tanner and be like, "Get on my back, I'll carry you over."
Yay! And I just piggyback on him.
And I will trudge through,
Okay.
like, keeping an eye out for any more.
The vines kind of
Vines.
lash out at you, but then they see Tanner on your back, and they remember that Tanner bit them, and that the vines are sentient and offended. So they stay away.
And attracted.
And
I'm
attracted.
adorable.
They are also attracted. How could something so adorable hurt me so bad? And you get.
I've had a few of those exes.
And you get across to the other side. You both get across to the other side. To this askew door with claw marks. And you see, now that you're closer to the door, there's like honey on the door too. Like smeared into the claw marks, like it was on the claws when they clawed the door.
Do I recognize this as the same honey that we've been tracking?
You haven't seen any other kind of honey yet, so you would assume. It smells the same.
Can I listen in on the other side and see if, like, the door is slightly ajar?
Yeah,
right?
it's like here's how it would be like closed, and it's kind of like this and slightly open, like it was open just enough for something to squeeze through, but not open all the way.
Can I hear anything coming from the other side?
Yeah, you hear some arguing. Like, it sounds like it's farther away still, but you hear, like, a low rumbling. Like, people are, like, somebody's discussing something in hushed, angry tones.
Can I tell what language it is?
You can understand it, but...
But can I identify it as, like, a bear or...
Roll for bear to see if it's bear, I guess.
Okay. It would just be one. It's not much.
Yeah,
That meets, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, there's a lot of, like, baritone gurgly growly sounds that it probably might be a bear.
I hear a bear on the other side. That matches with these claw marks, I'm sure. So let's bust in and try and steal the thing away from this other bear.
Yeah. Let's go get him, guys.
All right, you guys bust through the door, and there's, a hallway or a little path. But you do hear, like, from a distance, you hear where that arguing is coming. It's a few doors down. The door there is open, and there's, like, light spilling through. You also, as you start walking down, hear, like, the shattering of glass as well.
Chase it.
Chase it! You guys run! You guys run down the hallway through and go through the door.
On all fours.
On all fours.
That's
Okay. And as you are running, I will say Honey gets there first because Honey is all fours in it. And Honey has carnage. So he's like rage running. And he like skids into the door and he almost doesn't make it. He catches himself on the door frame just in time to see a bear look back at him with a giant honey pot that's like sparkling. And the bear goes, "Arr," and then goes to leap out the window.
And I go, "Arr," and I chase after it.
see if you catch him, roll for carnage.
Please don't fuck this up. Oh, yep, we're good.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you doing? How are you trying to tackle him as he's like literally leaping through the window?
Well, if I can stop him, I'm going to like leap out and like kind of like dig in the wall with one hand and like grab him by like the back of the neck, I guess.
Okay,
like,
so
whatever
as you
scruff
grab
or
him like a
something.
newborn baby bear
Yeah.
with your teeth on his scruff, and he starts hooting and hollering because it hurts, and he's like, "What are you doing? Get on! Let go of me!" And he starts to like bap you in the head with the honey jar.
Can I come up behind Honey and like grab onto him and like lean back?
Roll for bear.
Roll bear.
Roll bear.
Oh, that's a fail.
You grab him and you try to lean back with him, but instead you slip on some honey that's, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay,
out of 3.
You slip on some honey and you like trip and you fall, and as you trip and you fall, you kick out Honey's feet from under him, and he slips on the honey, and everybody's falling. And the other bear holding the honey pot kind of starts to fall back out the window where where Honey was holding him, and he's like, "Ah, I don't want to fall." And he's like, it's like slow motion, like hands thrown back, the honey pot like falls behind him.
Oh, no.
As he's like starting to fall out the window.
So is the honey pot also falling out the window?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
like he's like head over heels toppling. It's heavier than him, so it's like dragging him out the window.
Can I try and run up and use my tongue to like wrap around the honey pot to try and like drag?
I don't know if
the
your
honey pot
tongue is big. You could probably wrap it around a handle, not around the whole thing.
Sure.
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
for bear.
I mean, sun bear
Well,
tongues are very long.
Yeah, they
I'll
are.
look it
It's
up.
a very big. He was holding it like this.
Okay.
Bear.
Oh, that's a fail.
Okay, you lash your tongue out to grab it, and you slip it in the honey pot instead, and you get a big tongue full of honey, and that's not what you were expecting. So you like flip your tongue around the room and slap Tanner in the face with it, and Tanner gets honey all over.
Tanner goes into bear, right?
Go into the bear,
Tanner
yeah. Say
gets.
that again.
Oh, yeah, so instead of getting into the honey, or getting around the handle, you slap your tongue in the honey pot and get honey all over your long tongue, and you whip your tongue back in the room and slap Tanner in the face with it and get honey all over Tanner's face. And as you do that,
Yo.
as you do that, and you're all kind of laying in a garble on the floor, the bear and the honey pot fall out the window.
Well,
But it's okay, because you guys are on the first floor.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And he is in a bush like this, and you look out, and you see there's another couple of bears out there with him, and they're like, "Ralph, what the hell? What took you so long to get out the window?" And then they see you three, like with your heads sticking out the window, and they're like, "Oh shit, grab the honey pot and run. Boss is gonna be mad about this."
I get up, leap out the window to try and see if I can grab the honey pot before they do.
Okay, roll for bear. Or thief, criminal, roll for criminal. You're just trying to steal it.
Criminal?
Roll for
Alright.
criminal.
I meet.
You meet. Okay.
I don't know if that's success. I think it is, isn't
It
it?
is.
The
Success.
you leap out the window and you get your arms on the honey pot, and it's way bigger than you are, but you got your hands firm on the handle. And then this like little black bear gets his hand on the handle, and you guys are kind of like in a stalemate tug of war. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Tanner pops up out of the window and puts on her beautiful big eyes shine, and this black bear just forgets why he's there and just let go of the pot, and you like roll back on top of the other bear in the bush with the pot, but you got it like this. You can't even meet your hands, it's so big. And the other bear that's with the black bear like smacks him in the back of the head, and he's like, "What are you doing? The boss is gonna kill us if we don't come back with this honey pot." What are you guys gonna do now? You have the honey pot, but they're still around you.
I will try and jump down on top of them and like body slam all three of them if I can.
Okay.
And try and like muscle my way into like wrestling them.
Wrestle them? That seems like a bear thing.
Yeah. I rolled a 4. Actually, I rolled a 4.
Okay.
But
It's
I rolled a 4.
rumbling out there.
Is that a success? Is that a success?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
full.
you from the top ring, you know, the top ropes of the ring, just launch yourself on top of this giant grizzly bear, and that's like scolding the little black bear, and you like take him down. You give him like the people's elbow on your way down, and right in the jaw, and he like like spit flies everywhere as you're like smacking him down, and you've got him pinned against the ground, and he's like, "Get the hell off of me!" And he's like trying to bat at you, but he can't get out from under you.
How many other bears are there now?
There's the black bear, and then there's the one that you guys knocked into a bush. He is a polar bear.
Okay. Is there any like carts or wagons in the nearby vicinity?
I would remember where.
Yes. So you guys are outside of the castle now. You're not inside where the event was happening. But there are a few wagons parked just right up outside where people left them to unload. So as you're holding this pot, honey, and looking around, you see a cart, like a small cart, and it looks like it still has the horse hooked up to it because they forgot to unhook the horse, and the horse looks pissed. And you can actually, if you're a bear, and bears can understand other animals, I guess, can hear him like through his like feedback, like, humans forgot to untie me, and I'm sitting here in this cart. I hate this place. But he's there. He's hooked up to the cart. He like picks his tail up and he like shoots poop out in frustration.
I'm gonna jump out the window and be like, "Hey, let's get to the cart, guys!" And I want to help Honey pull the honey pot out of the bear's hands.
Okay, roll.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's laying on top of a bear with the honey pot in
You
his
are
hand.
bigger though, so
Yeah.
if you could help me lift it onto the cart.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that this is big, and I don't think Honey could carry it.
I am small.
Yeah. Tanner is not physically strong, so he's going to go and grab the other side of the pot, and they're gonna like hobble it
All
over
right.
to the cart.
Start hobbling. I roll for criminal. Both of you.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh, that fails. Oh, that sucks.
Because he rolled a 3.
A 3, but I only have 2.
But your criminal goes up.
Yeah,
because
your
you
criminal
failed.
goes up now. Yay.
No, my bear goes up.
Oh, because you
I
failed.
failed.
Oh.
Yeah, you moved criminal bear.
I'm
Okay.
frustrated
I
because I'm a
succeeded.
bear.
Okay, so we got one that failed and one that succeeded. So, Tanner has never had to lift a heavy thing a day in his life. People cater to him, so he is holding the handle, but he's not carrying it. So you are dragging it like, and you're like, come on.
half
This
of
is
him.
so heavy.
Yeah, and it's taking you a really long time. So as you're taking this really long time, the polar bear kind of gets his wits about him, and he stands up and he runs over to you and tries to take the honey pot. What are you guys gonna do?
Harold, help!
I will get up off of the black bear that I tackled, and I'll try and chase after and tackle this polar bear that's trying to take the honey pot. So
Okay, roll for
I'm gonna
bear.
try and-
Bear.
I'm gonna try and muscle my way
Okay.
into tackling this one. So is this criminal or bear? Is this criminal?
I mean, it's
Bear.
physical strength.
It's physical,
It might be
so
bear.
bear. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 1 and a 2, so that succeeds.
Okay, so you run up behind this polar bear, and he's not looking because he's literally picked up the end that Harold's holding and is holding it and trying to like pull it out of or not Harold, out of Honey, and is trying to pull it out of Tanner's hand. And despite the fact that Tanner is not strong enough to pick it up, he's strong enough to keep a hold on it. So they're like tug of warring, using poor Honey as the middle. And he's doing that. He's distracted. So you come at him like right at his kneecaps and tackle him. And poor guy. Really, honestly, this castle's kind of on a mountain a little bit. So he kind of like as you tackle him, kind of rolls down a little bit. Luckily, it's not a steep drop, but he has to catch himself. So he's like kind of hanging a little bit. But it's okay. He's a polar bear. They could probably climb. So he's dealing with that as and when you do that, he like drops Honey. So Honey's like on the ground, but he's still got his hand on the honey pot. So you guys aren't moving, but you guys have successfully obtained the honey pot. And the little black bear is helping up the grizzly bear to his feet, and they're doing like the snaps. You know, they're heading towards you.
Oh my god.
The West Side Story snaps as they're heading towards you.
I will roll my eyes and be like, "You youngins can't pick up a fucking pot," and I will try and pick it up.
I am small.
Pick
it up and either help you or just do it.
Yeah, roll.
Depending on how much
you can roll. You can all roll if you want to try group one.
Is this criminal? Because we're trying to steal the pot.
Yeah, I'd say criminal because you're trying to steal the pot.
Okay.
If I may, I would like a flashback.
Okay.
So I distinctly call in this moment the argument I got in with Honey, because I really thought we should bring apples along, because like what if we need to like convince a horse that we want to use it to get us out of there fast, and like everyone else thought it was kind of stupid to be carrying extra weight with me. But I was like, you know what, before we leave the inn, I'm gonna just snag an apple quick and put it in my pocket just in case. And so in that moment, I'm gonna pull out the apple and like go.
All right,
and
move a point to criminal, and the horse like looks over at you side eyes and like, what do you got there? What is that? What do you got? What is that?
Yeah, I wave the apple at it, and I'm like, "You're horsey.
What do I have to do for that apple? I want that apple." He like starts shaking his head to get his feedback off, and it falls to the ground. Give me that apple.
Come over here.
Okay. He starts walking, and the cart has the cart brakes on, so he doesn't go anywhere.
Oh no.
The cart brake being there are wooden blocks under the wheels to keep it from rolling.
That makes sense.
And
it does make sense.
And he's like, God, they put my brakes on. Bring the apple to me. Bring the apple. What do you want for the apple?
Get us out of here.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, you know you don't want to be here.
Are you guys heisting?
Well, yes, but actually no.
I always wanted to be in a high-speed chase. Get on!
Well, lucky for you.
Yeah.
I'm a driver.
All right. You load the honey on the cart, you saddle up on the horse, and you drive him. Roll for driving.
Okay.
All right, our driver.
While we're climbing.
I actually, so like, as because you got it loaded up. I want to like grab some honey before I hop on.
Yeah, you guys like look at this magic honey pot with its sparkly honey, and you both grab like big old handfuls out of it, and you eat it, and you're like, oh my god, this is the best honey I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that moves 1 point because you ate honey.
If you eat the honey.
Yeah, if you eat the honey, it moves a point from out of criminal into bear.
Okay, here we go.
That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Success.
Sweet. You get up on this cart and you get the ropes in your bare hands without thumbs, so it's kind of awkward, and then you hi-yah, and then the horse is like, oh yeah, going on a heist, I'm ready, let's go, give me that apple.
Let's do this.
You shove the apple in his mouth, and he crunches it as he's running away from the castle at high speed. There's a guy carrying a bunch of boxes, and he like gets out of the way and throws his boxes in the air, and cabbages go everywhere.
My cabbages!
He screams something about cabbages, and you start taking off. But it's not too long after that until you start hearing galloping behind you, because your rival bear group has gotten themselves their own getaway carriage, but they're pretty far behind you. So can you outpace them?
Are they being is there a horse that's helping them as well?
They are. It's actually like the grizzly bear is pulling the cart. They've got it attached to him, and he's just going. He's just going to town, and he's chasing you guys. And the little black bear's on his back with the reins, and he's like, you don't need to do that, Larry!
Can I try and throw some honey to distract him?
Yes, you
Potentially
can!
Slow him down?
Yes,
Okay.
I think that would be a bear thing, maybe a criminal thing.
Immovable rod from earlier.
I think that sounds criminally. Yeah, roll
It does sound
criminal.
criminally.
Yeah.
Is it muscle based? Is the question.
You mean you're eating honey? It's probably sure.
Okay. I rolled 2 ones, so
Oh,
success.
okay. So you throw the honey with the intention of distracting him, but instead you hit him square in the face with the honey, and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't see my eyes!" And he starts windshield wipering his face with the tongue, but not before he like skids into like another cart and like rolls his cart. And he gets all tangled up, and the other bears get all tangled up, and they cannot extract themselves in time as you sail away down the hill with your honey pot in tow. Yeah, you guys heisted the honey pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
guys
for
heist.
extra effect, I throw my box of bees at them.
I wanted to eat those.
You throw the bees at them, and the bees start stinging them. They're like, "Hey, how do you like it? How do you like it?"
We didn't talk to Clifton about where to meet him.
No.
Give him-
Oh,
If
no,
you remember, when we spoke with him,
Uh-huh.
he told us to go to this house that had this magical bubble.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
house.
so
The house
you-
that's in the-
So you think Clifton said something about a house with a bubble, and that's kind of weird, but weird flex, but okay. And you start just launching yourself out of town, and you follow the path off of this mountain that you're on. And once you get a little ways out, you kind of are like, "Where's the bubble?" And then you run into it, and the horse is like, "Ah, what hit me?" And then you're sitting there and you're waiting, and then Clifton walks from the side, and he's like, "Yeah, I thought this would be a good place to meet, even though I'm not allowed in here anymore."
Yeah, Borm doesn't let you in.
But I thought this might be a good place to meet up because it's easier to find than me giving you directions to my house. So, did you get it? And he looks in the back of the cart.
Oh yeah, we got the honey.
Oh, I hope it wasn't too hard.
Nah.
It was definitely as I crack my back, an adventure.
Nah,
That's
it
for
was
sure.
chill.
Awesome. Well, I got a reward for you guys. And he kind of like gestures his hand, and like this little tiny rat-looking woman snaps some reins, and a horse approaches. And there's 3 big barrels of rare snowdrop honey in the back of it. You can smell it. He's like, "We could just trade carts if you'd like."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So you guys get your rare snowdrop honey. You have heisted the magical honey pot, and you beat the bear adversaries that tried to steal it right from under your noses.
The Baird for series.
The bear adversaries.
Berries.
Adversaries.
Yeah.
And that concludes Honey Heist.
Woo! We did it!
We did it! Woo! Thank you guys
Oh,
for
yeah.
watching our Honey Heist one shot. It was chaotic, but I had a good time.
That was fun, even though we didn't really know how to play it.
It's
Like,
okay.
Right.
You don't need to know how to play games to have fun playing them. It's fine. Cut to our first when we first started playing Monster of the
Oh.
Week, and we were all like, "What is this game? How you play?
Right?
I'll play.
How play this game?" Yeah. So we honeyed, we heisted, we honey heisted, and you guys got lots of magical honey that you didn't even use for like.
Yeah. What did the 4-leaf clover one do?
It was just a lucky one.
Oh.
It made you lucky.
Okay.
It would give you
Hey.
like 1 success.
Oh, gotcha.
We just stole more than we needed.
You did, but that's
Yeah.
okay because
Yeah.
you are criminals and that's what you do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I turned
Yeah.
it into an anime character in order to sneak into a place. I think that's a success.
I think that is a success.
Oh my.
Good times. I loved the goth bear.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Whatever.
Oh my god, like, what?
Okay, well, I don't know what we want to do next week. We had.
I don't know. What are we going to do next week?
I don't know.
It's a surprise every week now.
It is.
Right?
It is. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right.
It's Christian's turn. Christian's turn.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Well, anyway, yes. For anyone, whatever platform you're watching or listening on, make sure you do whatever it is where you do the liking or the subscribing or the following and all of that stuff.
Do it. I guess I should also say before we conclude, it didn't stay at the beginning. Honey Heist is a free one-shot, like, ttrpg.
Yeah.
It is a game by somebody named Grant Howitt. It is free. If you Google, like, Honey Heist PDF, you get it. It's free. It's a fun game. It's great, like, one-shot thing. If you take out all the swear words in the character sheet, it would even be a good game for, like, kids. I think kids would love this game. You know, maybe don't tell them they're goddamn bears. Maybe just tell them that they're bears. But it's a super fun game. Really easy to play. We learned how to play it literally right now.
You watched us learn.
You watched us learn. It was great. Play it. Get it. It's fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.